Hey there, welcome to Dawn Catalyst, where we turn everyday wisdom into life-changing action. I'm your host, and today we're diving into something that has literally transformed my life and the lives of countless others: the compound effect. Imagine being able to achieve extraordinary results without radical changes, crash diets, or extreme workouts. Sound too good to be true? Well, stick with me for the next 10 minutes, and I'll show you how small, seemingly insignificant choices can create monumental differences when applied consistently over time. The compound effect is the principle of reaping huge rewards from a series of small, smart choices. What makes the compound effect so dangerous is that we can't see any noticeable results at the beginning. But just like compound interest in finance, the effects build up silently in the background until one day, boom, they become impossible to ignore. Think about this. If you were given a choice between taking $3 million cash right now or a single penny that doubles in value every day for 30 days, which would you choose? Most people would take the $3 million without hesitation, but let's see what happens with that penny. By day 10, you'd have $5.12. Not very impressive, right? By day 20, you'd have about $5,243. Better, but still far from $3 million. But by day 30, you'd end up with over $5.3 million. That's the power of compounding. And here's the incredible thing: this principle works in virtually every area of your life. Let me ask you something. If you improve just 1% every day for an entire year, how much better would you be? The answer might surprise you. You wouldn't be 365% better. Thanks to compounding, you'd actually be 37 times better. Now I can hear some of you thinking, that's just math. Life doesn't work that way. But I want you to consider this. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, calls these small improvements atomic habits because they're like atoms, tiny but powerful building blocks of remarkable results. Let's make this practical with some everyday examples. Morning routine: imagine two people. Person A hits snooze 3 times every morning, rushes to get ready, skips breakfast, and arrives at work stressed. Person B wakes up 30 minutes earlier, meditates for 5 minutes, exercises briefly, eats a healthy breakfast, and reviews their goals for the day. After one day, the difference is negligible. After 1 week, still not much visible change. But after a year, person B has meditated for 30 hours, exercised for 120 hours, consumed 365 nutritious meals, and spent 180 hours in intentional planning. Meanwhile, person A has accumulated a year's worth of morning stress and rushed decisions. Financial decisions: consider someone who spends $5 daily on fancy coffee. That's about $1,825 per year. If they invested that money instead and earned a modest 7% return, after 10 years they'd have over $26,000. After 30 years, nearly $200,000. All from a simple daily choice between making coffee at home or buying it out. But here's where it gets interesting. The compound effect doesn't just work positively, it works negatively too. Let's talk about that extra cookie you eat every afternoon. One cookie is about 200 calories. That's nothing, right? But 200 extra calories daily, without additional exercise, equals about 21 pounds gained in a year. Or think about relationships. Choosing to spend 10 minutes of quality time with your partner or child each day versus scrolling through social media might seem insignificant in the moment. But over a year, that's 60 plus hours of either strengthened relationships or, well, more social media knowledge. The point is, every small choice matters far more than you think, because you're not just making the choice once, you're making it repeatedly, and the effects compound over time. So, how do we make this work for us rather than against us? Here are 4 actionable steps. First, track everything. You can't improve what you don't measure. Want to lose weight? Track your food intake. Want to save money? Track your spending. Want to be more productive? Track how you use your time. Most of us massively underestimate our negative habits and overestimate our positive ones. Pause this video right now and think about one area of your life you'd like to improve. Got it? Great. Now, how could you start tracking your current behavior in that area? Even a simple note on your phone can work wonders. Second, make tiny choices. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, focus on making choices so small they seem almost trivial. Want to get fit? Start with just 5 minutes of exercise daily. Want to read more? Begin with just 3 pages per day. These micro commitments bypass your brain's resistance to change. Third, be consistent. The compound effect doesn't work if you do something occasionally. Consistency is what activates its power. Even on days when you don't feel like it, maintaining your small positive choice preserves the compounding effect. Finally, be patient. This is where most people fail. We live in an instant gratification world, but the compound effect operates on a delayed timeline. Trust the process and understand that incredible results take time to manifest. Here's something fascinating about the compound effect. It often follows what experts call the plateau of latent potential. This means you'll put in work consistently and see little to no results for a period. Many people quit during this plateau phase, not realizing they might be just days or weeks away from a breakthrough. Imagine water heating up. It gradually increases from 32 degrees to 212 degrees with no visible change. And then suddenly, at 212 degrees, it transforms into steam and can power an engine. Your efforts work the same way. Keep going, especially when you don't see immediate results. I remember when I first started making content. For months, I posted consistently with barely any growth in audience. It was tempting to quit, but I kept showing up, improving slightly each day, learning from feedback, and refining my approach. Then, almost suddenly, things took off. What happened? The compound effect kicked in after I'd put in consistent effort day after day. I want to challenge you right now. Choose just one tiny positive change you'll commit to daily for the next 30 days. Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water, reading for 10 minutes, writing down 3 gratitudes, or taking a short walk. Whatever it is, make it so easy you can't say no. Remember, the goal isn't to transform overnight, it's to establish the pattern of making small, smart choices consistently. The results will follow naturally. If you found value in today's insights about the compound effect, I invite you to join our Dawn Catalyst community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications. Every single day, we explore practical topics like this one that can dramatically improve your life when applied consistently. Just like the compound effect itself, consuming these daily insights might seem small, but over time, they'll completely transform your perspective and your results. Plus, when you subscribe, you'll never miss our special monthly challenges designed to help you implement these concepts in real time. The Dawn Catalyst channel isn't just content, it's a daily investment in your better future. Subscribe now and let's compound your growth together, one day at a time. Remember this, the compound effect is always working, whether you're making choices intentionally or not. Your life right now is essentially the sum of your choices up to this point. The good news, you can change your trajectory starting with your very next decision. As Darren Hardy says, you will never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. Thank you for spending these 10 minutes with me today. This is Dawn Catalyst, reminding you that tiny improvements, consistently applied, lead to massive results. I'll see you tomorrow with another life-changing topic. If you found this valuable, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment below with the one small change you're committing to for the next 30 days. Your comment might just inspire someone else to start their own compound effect journey. Until tomorrow, keep making those small, smart choices. They matter more than you know.